here today because I have the beautiful Rosanna LoMeo with me. And if you remember, guys, a few weeks back, I was trying to have her on the show, and due to tech issues, it didn't happen. But the thing is, the way Michael, Archangel Michael, always puts it is things happen in divine timing, and they happen when they're meant to. So, you know, I feel for me and Rosanna, we weren't meant to be on until today. And I haven't advertised that she was going to be on because I didn't really have a lot of time to do it. And Michael was like, hey, go off the cuff. And people will come and join you and see what it's all about anyway. So under his guidance, that's what I did and what I'm doing. So welcome, my darling soul sister, Rosanna.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Suzi.
Welcome. And we'll jump straight in.
Thank you so much for having.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yes,
I'm going to jump straight in because time just goes so quick. And I find when you and me are together, it always goes really quick because we enjoy each other's company and everything else. So, guys, this beautiful lady, we've known each other probably getting on 4 years, I would say, and we keep popping up in each other's lives. But that's what, you know, good friends, that's what happens. And I have my show on this network, and so wanted to invite Rosanna on to share with you what she's doing, because basically what she's doing is really exciting and helpful to us, the starseeds at the moment. And she's got new courses coming up and a lot of exciting stuff. She's going to talk about what she's been doing for a while, but she's also going to talk about her new projects that are coming up. And we are going to mention this beautiful book that she has now out live on Amazon. So we have a lot to discuss. Oh, you got it too.
I got it too. Great minds think alike.
So you know, we have a lot to discuss and to share with you today. So guys, I might not all get round to doing readings today, but I'll be back next week for readings, okay? But this is about helping people today and introducing Rosanna. So, Rosanna, can you tell us from the beginning, probably about what you've been doing for a long time, and then we can lead us into what you're doing now. So if I can let you just go with that and tell us.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Suzi. Hi, everyone. I'm so blessed to be here. And from all the way on the other side of the world in Pennsylvania, I'm just so happy to be with you. And so I am a life coach, and I do breath work, I do energy healing, and I started, you know, with massage, you know, many years ago, and then began, you know, Reiki. Became a Reiki master, and then therapeutic touch, and on and on and on. And, you know, so I've always just loved G. I've always worked with angels and arts. And so I've always been, you know, open to that and loving anything having to do with angels and crystals. And later on in life, due to summons, I started my awakening journey. And so began to connect with, you know, my personal angel, and I started to remember through, you know, using crystal bowls, which are some of the healing tools, how I help my clients heal from divorce or any sort of childhood trauma or abuse, or just, you know, if you feel stuck and can't move forward. And so as the awakening journey unfolded, to remember, you know, other lifetimes I've had, you know, in particular Atlantis and Egypt. And so all of these lifetimes became, you know, and awakened in me. And I didn't really know what was going on at the time. And then I met my angel self and my Atlantean priestess, and then as it evolved, I also connected with my galactic planet and my home planet, which is a planet called Laos in the 8th dimension, which most people don't know much about when we talk our seeds, what's mainstream is, like the Pleiadians, and I can't even think right now of some of the names, but you all know Arcturians and Lyrians and things like that, but no one ever heard of Leos. So when the beings from the eighth dimension connected with me and said that I was from that planet, and actually the many millions of years ago when it exploded, and it's all in the book that Once Upon a Thought. This happened way back in 2016. And, first started happening, I was like, am I imagining this? Is this even real? It was, but the energies were so intense. And the more and more I allowed myself to trust and to connect, and they're very loving. It's very grateful. It's very, very, very gentle, very, very high vibrating. So it's a very, very, gentle love. And it's a love beyond a love that our mind can even understand. It's that God love. It's that beyond understanding love, where it just loves love, and started opening up to these energies of love and beauty. And it's a beauty that's, not the beauty that we think about. Like we look at something and we're like, oh, it's beautiful. No, this beauty is so deep. And it can only be experienced. It's really hard to explain with words. And then the other is unity. So I remember the lifetime on this planet where everyone won, and their energy being, so they don't have physical body. So it's just this beautiful, ever flowing energy. And I began to slowly trust and open. And then I remembered this lifetime right on the planet when it exploded, and everything that happened to me after that. And then my soul, what happened to my soul after. And what happened actually is when the planet exploded, the beings shared with that the souls seeded the earth. So now it's about awakening those that remember, being on planet Laos and remember what it was like. And it's about bringing those energies. So I do it daily. That is now has become my daily meditation. It's working with sacred tones that the being shared with me, actually coming out of me. And once they taught me these sacred tones, and I'm getting chills all over, and I do those sacred tones for the very first time, it was like tears just streamed down my face. I was just overcome with so much love and so much joy and a remembering, and it felt so familiar, like coming home. And what they shared with me is about bringing those energies into our bodies, right? And so to assist us into healing, those core wounds from either this lifetime or previous lifetime, and more importantly, that lifetime, right? Because even though you may not have the memory yet of that lifetime, the cellular memory is in our DNA, and so it is deep within. It's about healing. And so they taught me, how to do these modules and how to teach the light language to everyone, that once you learn how to do this for yourself, you can just do it on your own daily. And it's about bringing energies into the earth and anchoring them into planet Earth, to Mother Gaia with her ascension, and then just help all of humanity. As we all know, so much is going on in the world. And it's hard to know what's real and what's not real. But these energies are pure love and pure beauty and pure unity, bringing us back home to the way it used to be. And I want to share this one last point with you all. I remember being really young and, watching all the adults around me, serious, so sad. There was so much heaviness in the world. And as a young child, I was always so full of joy. And I always wondered, why is that? And as I grew up, obviously, things happen in life. That's why we're here. We learn to learn these lessons. but the energies are here to assist us because we weren't never meant to do this life alone. And so bringing these energies into our lives and into Mother Earth is just going to not only help us, but it's going to exponentially expand to help others.
Apparently you're dropping in and out, babe.
I am.
Apparently you're dropping in and out, yeah. So I don't want you to go, obviously, but I'm going to kind of go over what you've just said because people are hearing me.
Okay.
So it's your connection, basically, I believe so, which is annoying, okay. But it doesn't matter because I will go over it. I'm just going to...
Yeah, well, it's also, G's are flowing, so they're super, super high right now.
So I can hear you.
Technology, yeah.
But I think, obviously, you know, that it's basically what Rosanna's been saying. And it's funny because, you know, the angels always bring people into our lives at the right times for us, to serve us. And, you know, me and, like I say, Rosanna have known each other for many years. But Rosanna had started this new this new courses that she's going to be working on, and she's already been doing her spiritual work before, working with divorced women, help healing them in that regard, and anyone that's had very traumatic, even past life trauma, you can help work them through that. But the new thing that she's been working on is kind of, light language. And I was supposed, she was kind of asked to do this with the archangels because she works with Archangel Michael as well. And she got it together on how she was, it took her a bit of time, but she got it together how she wanted to implement it into, I suppose, serving us as humans or whatever. And I tried it. Now, I've had a bad experience with light language before. Didn't like what happened. It actually opened a portal to another dimension to come in, which was reptilian, and it wasn't nice. I didn't get a good experience from it. But I said to Rosanna, yes, I want to have a go at this. I'll, you know, I'm up for it. And Michael was like, I'll protect you. You'll be okay. And up until that point, I've been working with Michael on lessons, the fact that I personally had incarnated from many different, not just about being a starseed, but coming from many different planetary solar systems, planets, and incarnated as a human many times to come and serve on Earth within human form. But I'm not, because of like my gifts and you know, I suppose, no, I'm not really human. I can't be, but I am in a human body. But what Rosanna is saying is that she's helping people connect with their planetary star system, but also to be opening them up. Now, when I did this with Rosanna, I wasn't skeptical because I totally trust her. She's a fantastic, beautiful soul, and she is, you know, I class her as a soul sister, even though we've never met in the physical. So I said, yes, I would do it. Well, from the time of her doing that, about 2 to 3 months ago now, it didn't open my heart chakra so much because my heart's open. But what it did, it activated me as a starseed, and it activated me into doing, there's many things as starseeds we can do on this planet. And I always say to people, you know, they say, am I an empath? Am I a light worker? Am I a starseed? Yeah, of course you are. You wouldn't be here at this time if you're not, if you weren't, okay? But if you're not activated and run into your full pelt, as Michael calls it, you're not actually doing what you were sent here to do. Now, what Rosanna did for me was actually activate me as that starseed. Now, that sounds kind of strange, but it's true. She activated me. And what's happened to me since doing her, having her work with us together, is this activation's gone on. I've got used to it now. It's taken 3 months nearly to get used to it. And when it first started coming, I was a bit like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? You know? Because all this energy was coming into me. I mean, streaming, hot energy. And I was like, what am I doing with this? And Michael said, you got to put it into the ley lines. That's what you need to do. Because what's going on, even though we don't like to talk about the darkness, there's stuff in our ley lines we need to eradicate. And you see, once this divine energy is coming in to me, I'm that channel. I'm putting it into Mother Gaia, yes, and I'm grounding it in, but I'm also putting it in through all the ley lines of the earth. Now, what this does is not only it lifts the vibration of the earth, but it also eradicates what's in those ley lines, which isn't good. And this is what Michael was saying to me, because, like I say, with this whole experience of light language in the past, I was, had a bad experience, guys. A reptilian popped up. He wasn't very nice. And, Michael was showing me that there are people out there that are doing this, that know their stuff, and that are true and genuine, and they're not opening a portal that they don't even know about, But where I'm coming in with this is the fact that it's activated me as that starseed, so I'm in full flow now of what I'm here to do. Because you've got to understand as well, it's that divine timing of now we're really needed. Now we're really, really needed at this time, because, what's going on in the world, up in the world, as in on land, but there's a lot going on in the world that we're not seeing either. Now, whether you like to think that or not, it's the truth, So this is where Michael was like, now you're activated. Now you can do what you're really here sent to do, and that is to eradicate what's in the ley lines. And I'm the channel, basically. And if I hadn't have had this experience with Rosanna to activate me as that starseed, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm doing a lot. Obviously, I'm a spiritual person. I have all the clairs anyway, but that's not my main goal. My main goal at the moment is to just channel that divine energy into the world, into our earth, to help eradicate all these dark forces, And this is where I said to you, if you remember, Ben, funny you've popped up, was the fact I was saying you can do this within meditation as well for yourselves. If you're getting that energy come in, get it in, ground it into the earth, because it's serving humanity. And people don't always think that way, but it's true. It is so true. So is there anything else, Rosanna, because you're timing out and I'm not so much, if I missed anything on this?
No, I think that's it. And the beings are just really calling our souls back home, and it's connecting with these energies so that everyone can work with these energies in their life, and like you said, anchoring them to Mother Earth. And I just wanted to announce the classes that are coming up, the 6 weeks on August 22nd. So it's every Sunday for an hour via Zoom. And so that I'll be teaching. So there's module 1, module 2, then later on in module 3 in December. So it's a progression of learning how to work with the energies and bringing them into their bodies, into their life, into the earth. Or, if you're interested in just trying a session like you did, I also offer one-on-one sessions. They can just visit my website. You can give them the website New Beginnings with Rosanna.com under Heal Services, and there's a light language, a single session. But I really encourage everyone to try the classes, because it's going to slowly teach you how to work with these energies week by week, and each week builds on the other. So all 6 weeks, this is how, they sort of structured it, and would like, folks, just invite you to join and to participate, because we get to choose the kind of life that we have here on earth. It's our choice, and it begins with with, you said you were activated, and this is exactly what it does. It awakens. It's called Awakening Home Academy, because that's exactly what these energies, they awaken the home. Whether you're from Laos or another planet, you will most definitely be activated and awakened to that.
So basically, if you didn't get that, if it was timing out and playing up, Rosanna does one-to-one sessions, okay, to help you deal with the energies, understand how to use it to your benefit. But she's also doing a 6-week course on, it is staged. It starts September
August 22nd. No,
August 22nd. August 22nd. And it goes into November. And it will help you, and it's structured for you to grow on that course into understanding to, because you will be activating yourself as that star seed, and understand how to, I suppose, use it, implement it, like I did, and experience it. But also know that if there's anyone out there that does need self-healing and, are trying to get over a breakup or a divorce, she can also help you with that. The website is www.Rosanna New Beginnings. Is it?
Rosanna,
New Beginnings.
New Beginnings with Rosanna.com is the website.
New Beginnings with Rosanna.com is her website. Okay, so you can get her there, and you're on Facebook anyway, aren't you? Are you under?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so they can check out all
under Rosanna New Beginnings.
Right.
Yeah. So you can catch her on Facebook or Insta as well, Rosanna New Beginnings. But this course, I think, will help a lot of people understand, especially energies. And what I do want to say, not taking over the show, because I don't want to do that, it's your show. But I must also, Michael's at me to also let you know, which is a big thing, since doing this with Rosanna, I have had past ancestral beings connect with me as well, which was very shocking to me, because the actual ancestral being, an elder, was reptilian. I learned, which I already knew, there's good and bad in all in life, and it's the same with alien orientation, reptilian, because they are aliens. But this elder actually, since having this work with Rosanna, actually came to my aid one night and showed himself after I'd had the experience. And I recognized him. I recognized the energy, and I feel it will open you up to your past ancestral people that you've worked with in the past. So for me, as a spiritual person, when I go on about the angels, I go on about our spirit families, people that have been in our lives in this lifetime that have passed over. And I go on about, I go on about the angels, of course. And I also go on about our spirit guides and things like that. But I don't always talk about the ancestral trail that is there as well. Those outer beings that we've worked in with as starseeds, many lifetimes probably, that are looking in on us and fighting for us as well. And this is something I think that, Rosanna is waking her clients up to as well. The fact that, you are a very powerful being, even if you don't recognize that, you don't realize that. And there's ancestral beings out there that are like fighting in your corner for you. You just haven't maybe connected with them yet, you know? And that to me is an exciting concept as well, you know? It's like, wow, I've worked with reptilians before, you know? And I just think reptilians are scum. I think they're scum, you know? And to actually know that I've worked and have a reptilian ancestral being got my back, you know what I mean? So it's you know, this is what I love about spirituality. It is, it's like, I don't want to call it a witch hunt, but it's like joining all the pieces together, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So I got a lot from what we did, you know. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's so simple and it's so loving. It's very safe. You know, that you gave it a try, because look what it brought to your life. And it's, you know, it's just 6 weeks, or if you don't want to do them, just want to try a one-on-one session. You know, sometimes that's all it takes to, you know, to activate it, to remember, or multiple sessions. You know, every individual is different, every is different, but it's like we're here to, you know, serve and to bring in more light and to bring in more unity, because that's what this world needs now more than ever. And we need to choose it. Each one of us to choose it.
That's right. And that's, you know, Michael, I mean, he's always at my back pushing me to do things. And like I say, for me, because I trust you, it wasn't that I wasn't skeptical about it, but it was like, do you want to do this? And he was like, yes. But then if I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't be fully activated. And you did that. You know what I mean? So this works.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. The beans. I didn't do it. The beans and the energy did it. On the conduit for the energies. Yeah.
But you still brought it in, though. You still got to take. I'm hearing directly. You got to take some credit for this, because you know you helped bring that in, and that couldn't have worked without you. So you know, but there's you know, for me. Like I said, I wasn't skeptical about it, guys, but it was just so, you know, how the only thing you're gonna laugh, guys, but the only thing I find funny is the heat, because I can't do the cold, so they always bring it in with warmth, but it's so hot, it's like I'm like my own little furnace. So I'm like this, walking around tops on and off, and it's just, I'd rather have it hot than cold, you know. But people like look at me and they're like, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, it's just the energy." And then I call in Archangel Rokuel, and please take it into the earth for me. You know, that's what I do. So, but know that it works, guys, because I am a very hard-headed human, and it's not ego even, it's just I am quite hard-headed, and I can be skeptical about stuff, especially light language, because I thought it was a load of shit, and especially after my last experience. So you know what Rosanna did was just amazing. I'm activated. I am, and that's the word I would use. I'm activated.
Suzi, so I have some on my website. The beans are just wanting me to clarify for everyone if they're interested in the classes. So once my website, New Beginnings with Rosanna, they have to go to Awakening Home Academy. That's where the classes will be. So they're just wanting me to just clarify, because I have a lot on my website. I do a lot of different things. So if they're interested in the courses, it's in the Awakening Home Academy section. And then if they're interested in the one-on-one session, it's in the what did I say? So they just wanted me to say that, so that there's no confusion.
Perfect. But like I say, guys, you can find Rosanna on Facebook as well, and Instagram under Rosanna New Beginnings. You can see what she's doing, and you can connect with her there as well, because you can always message her on Messenger and See
Absolutely.
what she's up to on the course, or like she says, you might just want a one-to-one, you know. You might just want a one-to-one. That's funny, Charisse, you say that. I have a lady here, and she's saying that's me with pre-menopause. But
the heat.
Hot, maybe it's not after all. The thing is, that's a good shout, Charisse, sorry, I'm terrible with pronunciations, because I'm that age where I would be going through that, but I didn't have this like I do now. I've only ever had it since being activated by Rosanna, so that's how I know the difference. Yes, I used to get hot flushes, but not like this. I mean, it comes in waves, and I tell you, and I can feel it coming in from the crown chakra.
Crown chakra.
Coming in and coming down. Whereas when you first activated me, it did come from the heart chakra, but it doesn't now. It comes in from here. And because I'm 52, I'm telling my age and everything, Trish, I'm 52, so I've been going through that pre-menopause, and I know the difference. So that's where I would say to you that, yes, you get hot flushes when you are going through that menopausal thing. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the, thingies. But no, I know the difference. I do know the difference, because like I only had this done 3 months ago, and it's a big difference. And like I say, it's the most amazing thing. You can feel it coming in down through the crown chakra, and it comes in like tingling. It comes in like a real tingly feeling, and I can feel it now as I'm saying it. And Michael's laughing. Just comes in, tingles all the way down, and that's when I say, right, get it into the earth, please. Archangel Raphael, can you get this into the earth, please? May it flow through, all the ley lines, bring it in. But I know the difference. If I hadn't have known the difference, I probably could have said that, Charisse, that it felt, I'm going through the menopause. But no, I know the difference now, and it is a total different energy.
Yeah, and the beings are saying also, so I channel them as well, so I can hear them, because they are like embodying these. So they're saying not everyone is going to feel the heat. It's going to be different for everyone, but you will definitely be able to tell the difference. And the energies are very, very, very gentle. I mean, they will never be what you don't like, if that makes sense. They'll adapt to you. So you like it hot, and so that's why they're hot, you, and not cold. Someone else may feel something different. It might just it might just be, tingle, it might just be coolness, or it might just be like a gentle breeze. It's different for everyone, so don't feel like really
I have a comment here, and it says, I get such itchy head, and I get hot. So now I'm wondering if this means more. I get freezing cold hands and feet, like I have bad circulation. Now, hold on a minute, right? And then it says that I have heat waves every now and then. My ears are ringing, well, mine continually bloody ring. Just as I'm writing this, so I need to pay bigger attention. Stacey, do you know what's really funny that you've written this comment? And this is the God's honest truth. Rosanna's not paying me to say this, by the way. There's no exchange of money between us.
No.
I don't lie. I speak the truth. I can only ever speak the truth. Before I had this done, so did I. My hands were always cold, and my feet were always cold. Now, don't have that either. And that is so weird that you brought that up. Because I honestly do not get cold hands and feet anymore. And I constantly, from being a small child, used to walk around with freezing cold hands and feet. And people would be like, hands are like ice. They were never, even in the blooming hottest of weather, they were always cold. But now, I literally, it's like I mean, this hand feels quite cold, but compared to what I used to be, I don't get cold hands and feet anymore. Not at all. So it's like I've been activated, but it's like my circulation, it's like I fit in my body better. That's how it feels. That's it. Thank you, Michael. I fit in my body better now. It feels, do you know what I mean? Because I've had that total grounding in. And I've got a feeling, Stacey, that is why you and me were like that, is because we weren't fully in our bodies. And I think that. So you've not only activated me now, as in that starseed, but I feel you've like, I'm totally within my body now.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling.
And that's what we're here to do. Yeah.
That's what she said. Stacey's answer is, that's exactly, it's like, it's been melting, she'd be really hot summer, and she said burning hot summer, and I'm freezing, but I'm clammy. Same as me. But I don't get that now. So there you go. So that's interesting. Awesome. And that was a concept. Thank you for bringing it up, Stacey, because that is a concept that I hadn't thought of, but it's deadly true. I'm not like that now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, somebody was just saying something. Oh no, I've got goosebumps right now. My ears are ringing like horses running.
That's awesome.
I mean, my ears have always. I've had tinnitus since I can remember. I've always had it, always, even as a child. Sometimes it gets really intense, and I ask Archangel Michael to like turn the volume down.
Tone it down.
Too much. But I've always had tinnitus. But awesome. I'm just glad to know that it's the same. I don't get cold hands and feet now. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to talk about that we haven't spoken about?
I don't think so. We can talk a little bit about the book. So the story that I remembered of my lifetime on planet Earth, the beings, I wrote it down actually for myself. And not until last year when COVID-19 hit, they were like, okay, now it's time to publish the book. And they wanted it to be, they wanted it to be a children's book. And I thought, well, how strange, that they wanted to be a children's book. But what they cleverly shared with me when I asked them why a children's book, they were like, well, children are adults to read books to children. So the adult is also getting the message at a different level as children will be getting the message. And it's also for that child within each one of us, might have had a traumatic childhood or remembering the trauma of that lifetime of being a star being on planet Laos. So it is my passion to bring this work to everyone and to help bring the star seeds together from remember the lifetime to remember the love and the beauty and the unity, and to bring that down to Mother Earth and to humanity so that we can have a much happier existence and truly live, heaven on earth. That is my soul's I don't want to call it a mission, but it is my soul's desire. Beings from Laos would love to connect and bring their children home, home here on earth, bringing them here on earth. And so it's about awakening that. So I encourage you and invite all of you to join me, connect with Facebook or, Instagram, my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and visit my website. And if I can be of service, I'm here.
Oh, bless you. I have a question.
Sure.
It says, how do you know you're ready to be activated?
Your heart will tell you if you can ask your, and you'll just know, if this information makes you and interests you, and then you're ready. If you're here listening to Suzi and here on this call, I would say that that's a pretty good indication that you're ready. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. That's so true. And I think with Nicole, who the question was from, she's just really awakening right now in every sense on her spiritual path.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it feels like the blindfold's been lifted for her, and she's just sucking up all this. Bless her. I feel she's sucking up all this information, and she's really on her path. All I'll say to you, Nicole, is just, don't stress that you're not learning it all. You'll get it. This is the thing. It's just the fact that you're on that path, and you're being you're awakened, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, being awakened. But I do love the book, and I was sharing some of the pictures with everyone, because it really is beautiful, and it's very easy for adults and for little ones. I love that picture.
I do too.
So
that's my favorite.
But I think the story is, the fact that we are, awakening to the fact that we are special, and we have come here at this time as volunteers to help what's going on in the world. But we do come from different planetary solar systems, and understanding that there's a bigger picture for us and what's going on in the world. And I know it's hard, because we do come here to learn lessons, experiences, and we do get dragged down in life, with some of the things that we're meant to learn. And it's hard on people, and that does take us away from our spiritual path. But for those of us that are awakened and aware of all these things, but I just thought it was lovely for it even to open a child's mind space. It really is a beautiful book. It's live now on Amazon, guys. So if you want it for your child, it's not it's not very expensive either. And I think it's just a lovely book to awaken you or your children to the fact of that concept, that we are star seeds from other planetary planets and solar systems, star systems. I think we are manipulated so much down here to thinking that we're just boring, basic people. We're not.
Well, the thing too, so connecting with the planet and these energies, these beautiful 8th-dimensional energies, will really help you navigate this lifetime. And so those hard knocks and those hard lessons, you see them from a different perspective, and it is easier. And it just helps to facilitate your life and whatever is going on in your life. And it'll definitely speed up your awakening journey if that's or just activate you, like Suzi said, just to have that direct line. It's like plugging in like a socket. It's like you're going to be plugged in, and only benefit you. It's not going to do anything for you that you're not ready for. So they're beautiful, loving energies, beautiful, loving beings, and we need more of that on the earth. We definitely do. And it doing it daily, but I could certainly some help in bringing these energies in, because
I'm trying.
You are, and
trying.
and And if we each do our part, it's just going to help us to bring energies and to live, you know, in a better way, you know, a better life in truth and love and beauty and unity. I mean, what's better than that, you know?
That's so true. But also, you know, collectively, that's helping the vibration of the earth. Michael's saying, you know, if you're going to get that coming in, get it in, you know, grounded into the ley lines, into the earth. And, you know, collectively that helps us, because like Michael's saying, we don't always think what's not good in the earth. And there is things, whether we, you know, where there's light, there's dark type of thing. So that's where he's saying that it just helps eradicate what's in our ley lines. But highly interesting. I learned something this week that I hadn't thought about, but ley lines move. Which I suppose they do, because the tectonic plates move. So I suppose ley lines do move. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Because somebody, the reason why is we were talking about the pyramids at Giza. You know, their alignment of how they were activated all those thousands of years ago, but they were activated to serve the light, not the dark. And now that ley line is moved, so therefore they cannot work because that ley line's moved. I was like, oh my gosh, makes sense, because the tectonic plates move, so why wouldn't the ley lines move? Just something that I learned, you know.
Yeah, nothing is solid. It's all
exactly
energy.
I mean, everything's energy and nothing's solid, but it was just the fact that I hadn't thought that the ley lines move, but I suppose they do. I mean, Michael was kind of saying they move, but it doesn't necessarily, you know, because that's thousands of years ago. So I suppose, that's why the pyramids, you know, that they're not doing their thing because of that. Just another form of, you know, like we've been doing these cycles for so many thousands of years, but we don't remember. We come back down here and we kind of probably forget a lot of what we probably learned in that past life, you know. Some of us are just reactivating again, which is what you're doing, and it's like taking off the blinkers, and you're a bit like, oh wow, you know.
And it can't be explained.
No,
and it's something you have to feel. I mean, you have to feel it. It's difficult to explain words. I mean, we do our best because we're human and we use language, but you know, feeling the energies and until you actually experience it for yourself, it's very hard to explain and put into words, right, Susie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very hard. It's hard to put it into words, for sure. But you just know, you feel it in your soul. That's how I would describe it. You feel it in your soul that you're like I said, I was activated for sure. And I just feel now that, I'm sitting in my physical body better.
Whole.
Whereas before I wasn't, hence cold hands, cold feet, or never warm. Never warm. So, you know, that was a big change for me. Huge. I know. So a lot of positive things from my session with you. So just let you know that it works, guys. You know, I suppose the guinea pig, but it was a pleasure to be the guinea pig because of what it's brought me, you know. You know, and what it's done for me in the physical as well, you know. This lady's asking, what can I do to open my heart fully? I mean,
to open your heart
say
fully.
That's what you do, is it not?
Well, it's one way. I mean, she can have a session, just really being in, you know, in meditation and in prayer, and just bringing her attention to her heart, and just, you know, imagine it, you know, opening up like a flower. I would say doing that would help. you know, but if like to try, you know, the energy, doing a one session would definitely do that. So you know, it's up to you. But yeah, just focusing your attention on just asking the angels. I don't know if you work with angels or archangels, but asking the angels to assist you, opening your heart. I know for me, Mother Mary is always really good to help in the heart space, because it's that compassion and it's that love of that motherly love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or call in Archangel Shamuel, because Shamuel works with matters of the heart, and will also help through meditation to help assist you opening your heart. The funny thing is, I don't think your heart's not open, Sonny. I think it's trust for you.
Yeah.
I think there's trust issues there for you. I don't think it's the fact that your heart's not open. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm just going to put it out there to you and bring that up, because that's more of what you should be paying attention to, Michael's saying, rather than opening your heart. It's not actually, the heart. It feels more like trust. So she's like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. So that's what you need to be looking at, honey. Not the heart. You've got a big heart. It's just the fact that people have, I don't think, been all that great, and now it's come a trust issue rather than a heart issue is what I'm hearing. So thank you for that, Mr. Michael. So before we go, have we covered everything that we wanted to discuss?
Oh, yes. So I think so. Oh, I'm so happy to share this with all of you.
Yeah. Well, hopefully some people will take you up on, your courses or just a one-to-one session to see how you can help them. And that's at www. I can't get it in my head. Sorry.
New beginnings
with
Rosanna.com.
With Rosanna.com. And guys, if anyone out there wants a private reading,
thank you.
You can get me on Facebook as well. SUZIPARRETT for an hour reading I do. Hi Zara. Zara's one of my close friends is watching. Yeah, it's a total different concept, and this is what I like. It's so nice to have Rosanna on my show, because it's just giving people. It's nice to come on here and not it to be all about readings for a change. It's nice to try and educate people, try and get people looking at things in a different way and helping people. That's what it's all about, and that's, as light workers and, people that we are, we're here to, help assist people. Yes, we have to charge for it, because yes, we have to make a living on it. But things can be negotiated, as I always say, that Michael's bringing up. But we have to keep a roof over our heads, so we do have to charge. But I just hope that it's kind of resonated with a lot of you that are on today. And like I say, it is nice for me not just come on and do an hour of reading all the time. It's just nice. Yeah, it's nice to have the conversation with you all. And thank you for engaging. That's a big thing.
Yes, thank you for your questions. Yes.
So thank you. But I think a lot of you that are here today, like Rosanna said, are on your path and, understanding, a lot of things. And just the fact that, I'm just a person in my humdrum life, that's not the case. We are very special, individually, we are very special. And individually, we are beginning, all of us, not just some of us, all of us are beginning to, all of us step into our power and probably have this understanding that, wow, I'm not just this human being that I'm told that I am. I'm actually something much, much more. And you are,
yes,
you know,
definitely.
And like Rosanna said, if you've caught us today and you've been watching this, I really feel that, you know, everything happens for a reason. You were compelled to be here. And, you know, even if you don't go forward with either me or Rosanna with our services, you hopefully would have learned something. And, you know, that as us, as who we are, light workers, is all we can, you know, be grateful for.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Anything else you'd like to say, Hun, before we kind of go?
No, I just want to wish everyone a beautiful day, and just thank you, Nels. Thank you for your questions and for letting Suzi and I share about, you know, what we do. And I just want to say a big thank you to you, my soul sister, and I'm sending you such a big hug for having me today on the show. It's been a pleasure, and I'm just, my heart is so big and I'm just overjoyed. So thank you to each one of you, sending you so much love from the other side of the world, and we're all one.
Yeah, we are all one. But yeah, guys, thank you as usual, my Australian family, for joining me and loving me. And yeah, if you want to read, and just, you know where to find me, Suzi Parrett on Facebook, and Rosanna at Rosanna New Beginnings. I can't get your web page in my head for some reason.
That's okay. That's okay. So it's newbeginningswithrosanna.com. They can just find me there.
Cool. So much love, everyone. We're going to head off because we've kind of covered everything we wanted to cover. So love you guys.
Kisses and hugs.
Take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.